that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Anthony is out there with Gary Trent. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Portis in at the 3. Now here's Anthony. It's Portis, high post. Banchero's there. Anthony can't hit.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Milwaukee now. On its way from Turner for 2. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you know how hard Turner goes. Has the strength needed to work through the contact and finish.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Bane with the screen on Anthony. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thank you, David.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Portis. Over Banchero. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Bane kicks to Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go. Pass to Banchero. And it's off from three-point range. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
How about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
Blacks check in for Orlando. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Trent can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's Wagner missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Cans it from downtown. Giannis has got 8 points.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Out to Anthony. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence. Taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And Giannis gets it to go. 10 points for him.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Payton for three. Here's Carter. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Turner passes to Anthony. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Faulkner. Up and in from the low block.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Turner finds Anthony. Offline with his three. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 1. Pass to Carter. Payton for three. And the three ball. Good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now, here's Bane. He's got 7. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Portis, the pass to Trent. Anthony kicks to Trent. Can't nail the jumper. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Orlando. For 3, Portis doesn't go for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Rollins is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Suggs with the ball, and it's Trent picking him up. Knocked away. Sims, the pass to Kuzma. The Bucks working the ball around. Back to Prince. Pass to Sims. Here's Rollins. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Magic trail by 4. Jones for 3. The Magic again can't hit. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates. Prince in the corner. Connects from three-point range. and he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage, make him defend out on the perimeter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The Magic have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Jones, the pass to Isaac. From outside the arc. Sims with the rebound. Bucks leading by 7. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Rollins the pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Yes, that goes in. Prince has got 5 points in the quarter. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Orlando making some changes. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Isaac. And it's Bain in for Jones.
Oh, terrific move offensively from Suggs. He is locked in on that shot and finishing.
The Magic trail by 6. Banchero inside. Working on Prince. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Orlando. Isaac comes in for Franz Wagner. Isaac against Kuzma. Inside. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. And has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Kuzma outside. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Orlando making a change here. Jones is checked in. That one misses for Kuzma. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys.
Flip it upside down. Flip it upside down. Flip it upside down. Flip it upside down.
Who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to, but that just depends on who you got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Right side, Porter. Suggs with the steal. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Banchero's got the game tied up here for the Magic. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Turner for three. The rebound by Batadze. Orlando's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
A fresh 14 for Orlando. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter comes in for Goga Bitadze. And Wagner subbed in for Isaac. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Portis is checked in. And that one is good from Suggs.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
On the wing, Porter. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Banchero against Porter. And it's sent back by Turner. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. 6 seconds left to play here in the half. There's Wagner with the three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Bobby Portis, and he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic out in front, ending the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Always the coach's mantra. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Desmond Bane out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Magic lead by 1.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Payne for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the lead with a splash. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs with a problem on the drive.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge. Giannis showing creativity.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And it's Wagner missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Giannis kicks to Portis. Giannis outside. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Suggs with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Payton for 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Back to Suggs. Pass to Bain. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Turner for 3. No good. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
Turner with the screen. Giannis says, get off me.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
On the wing, Bain. Off target from outside. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 13 to... Five run.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
Lob pass to Wagner. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Wagner passes to Banchero. The rebound by the Bucks. Sims has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jalen Suggs.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
And he makes the first. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Wagner outside to the right side. Lob pass to Wagner.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Oh, perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Fires the three. Rebound by Smith. Porter looking it over. Prince, right side. Oh, good with the triple. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Wound up shooting 5 from the... line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Green is out there with Rollins. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Portis in at the center. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
We did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
To the middle, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Wagner. A kick out to Bain. Hits the jumper in space.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And that one's good. Green.
Nothing more frustrating than to have to guard a guy like him when he is on.
Suggs finds Isaac. It's Wagner atop the key. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Portis. And here's Prince outside. Rebound by the Magic.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep... taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down. Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wagner. Wendell Carter comes in for Isaac. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Black. And then for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Gary Harris in for Rollins. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said, that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
The Magic trail by 6. Wagner outside. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Wagner's got 19 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Baines checked in for Tyus Jones.
Yeah, but the main thing is the 2-possession lead is secure.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Giannis. It doesn't go for him. Nice defense from Wagner. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's Banchero missing. Pass to Portis. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Bucks lead by 6. Here's Baines. First free throw is good. And Bain drops them both. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Banchero against Trent. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Drops in the tray. Wagner's got 11 in the second half.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. He's a special player.
Here's Banchero. It's tipped. Wagner against Antetokounmpo. It counts, and the foul. It's on Franz Wagner.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team, Giannis.
I've been putting some bullshit.
Embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And a wide open look for Bain. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bain's got 22.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Harris passes to Portis. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Trent can't hit. The Magic trail by 3. Outside, Bain, and the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Suggs against Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. And it's Suggs missing.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Green against Banchero. From deep, Giannis. That one, no good. Nice defense from Wagner. Banchero poking around. Money!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Giannis. They kick it out to Green. Knocks down the 3.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Over to the wing. From the corner.
Nope. Get that shit out.
Rejection by Giannis. for three. The rebound by Trent. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Orlando. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Oh, my God.
They run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a two-possession game.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Tries it from 19. Got it!
Oh, get motherfucking Giannis.
And stolen by Wagner. Off target with that shot. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, David Aldridge.
Bang hit 27. That's about right. 22. 9 for Suggs. Banchero, he would score more than that, but he was getting his ass D'd up. Them his numbers, though. He would have had more points than that, but we D'd his ass up, though, so that's about right. He would have had about 30-something, though. About 26. He would have something like that. Giannis 39, 7 and 4, and 2 blocks. Kevin Porter ain't shit. I don't know why they re-signed him. He garbage as hell. He garbage as hell to me, so all he want to do is shoot threes. The roster not bad. They should have signed Westbrook instead of Kevin Porter Jr. He garbage as shit. Ain't never showed me shit. We have him at 42% from the field. A defensive game. Fourth quarter, 24-27. This is a defensive game. Giannis went nuts. One of the bed now, fellas.